Welcome everyone to Vested Interest. This is Shane. Yes, I am back after about a week off here. I wanted to get back into it and quickly recap last week's portfolio update. I did not get this out Sunday. We actually didn't get back until Monday evening. So I put this together Monday evening. We did add, even though I was on vacation, $703 in new capital to the portfolio. So I will cover that, what we bought with those funds, any dividends paid, options we were in, which really there weren't any. I'll be honest, it was just a very quick week in the market. Jumped in Monday a little bit and then again on Friday for a couple minutes just to make sure I got my weekly buys in. But let's go into the portfolio update so we can get caught back up and back on track here. Again, this usually comes out on Sunday, but you're going to see it on Tuesday morning. I'm putting this together on Monday evening, so all of the numbers will be actually as of Monday evening, not on Fridays, which is typically whenever I do my updates, or Saturday mornings. If you could do me a big favor before we get too far in the video and do all of the things down below, all of the buttons that I need you to hit to help me out and spread the videos for the YouTube algorithm, hit the thumbs up button down below. Make sure you subscribe. Join us on this journey to financial freedom. Join the Vested Interest community. Click the notification bell. There is the thanks button for anyone who might want to buy me a cup of tea. Any funds I do make in the channel will be split 3 ways between my portfolio and my daughter's 2 custodial accounts. So I really do appreciate anyone who takes advantage of that. But hitting all of those buttons again is a way to help out. Dropping a comment and sharing with anyone who you think might find value in the content is another way to help out the channel. Watch time is also one of the metrics that the YouTube algorithm looks at. So if you could watch the videos to the end, I would really appreciate it, or as much as you can. And again, all of this really does help. The thumbs up, the subscribe, the notification, the comments, and sharing the videos as well as watch time. All right, options. As I said, it was a quick week, so I really didn't do any options, and it's one of the first weeks in a long time I have not even tried to put any options out, so nothing to touch on there. So we'll just jump right into the rest of the video. Dividends. We did receive dividends. Nice to have some funds rolling into the portfolio as we were on vacation, and we do have the drip set, so that just means that we reinvest the dividends as they get paid out. So this week we were paid, or last week really, by Occidental Petroleum, ticker OXY. This is out of the energy sector here. They paid us $59.34 in dividends. Again, we do have the drip set, so that $59.34 went right back in and bought 1.32755 more shares of Occidental Petroleum, which added an additional $1.27 in passive income. And when you hear people reference the dividend snowball or compounded interest, this is really what they are talking about, right? We already have bought shares of Occidental Petroleum. Those shares pay us dividends. Those dividends get reinvested. The new dividends reinvested add additional capital, and it continues to build on itself and add to that snowball as it rolls down the hill that we call time, right? Even if I don't add any additional capital to Occidental or buy new shares, this will continue to build on itself over time as the dividends get paid out, and hopefully as Occidental increases in value as well and raises its dividend over time. Next up, this is the newest position in the portfolio. So we did receive our first dividend from Lennar Corporation, ticker LEN.B, right? There is a LEN as well. So this is LEN.B, and we received $52 from them. This is out of the consumer discretionary sector. Those $52 in dividends, again, do get automatically reinvested. We picked up 0.49566 more shares, and that added an additional 99 cents in passive income over the next calendar year. All right, first up for the new capital added, we did add $321.01 on Monday, last Monday there, actually right before we left. I added 1 share to our Vale position, ticker VALE. This is a mining company out of Brazil, out of the materials sector here. We picked up that 1 share at $9.98. We added 2 shares to our Procter & Gamble position, ticker PG. This is out of the consumer staple sector, and we've been adding to this one under 160, or right around 160. I think I might have added around 161, 160 over the last couple weeks. And I'm going to continue to build this one out. I'd like to get it to 100 shares while it's under 160. And just, I think it might be right about my cost basis, maybe slightly under. 155 and some change is my cost basis. But those 2 shares we picked up at $155.52. And these new shares, the $321.01, added $9.19 in passive income over the next calendar year. And we weren't done. As we were actually riding to go pick up a rental, our boat rental for the day, I did add another $382.66 here on July 18th. That should have been the 18th. That was Friday. And with those funds, we picked up 2 shares of Schwab Strategic Dividend Growth ETF, ticker SCHD. We picked up those 2 shares at $27.04. This is part of our weekly buys. I add to SCHD and Vanguard's Total Stock Market, ticker VTI, every single week, usually around 3-4 shares. We picked up 2 this week, again at $27.04. Added 2 more shares to our Valet position, ticker VALE. Picked up those 2 shares at $9.78. This is that same mining company there out of the material sector. And then Vanguard's Total Stock Market, ticker VTI, we added 1 more share there, which we do every single week at $309.03. This $382.66 added in new capital, and the shares picked up added $7.21 in passive income over the next calendar year. So total invested last week was $703.67. Total passive income added not only with the new capital, but also the dividends paid out, $18.66 in new capital. Quick run through the sector update here. Communications makes up 9.93% of the portfolio. Consumer discretionary at 2.80%. Consumer staples is 8.68% of the pie. Energy makes up 9.66%. Financials is this little sliver here at 2.46%. Healthcare makes up the largest piece of the pie at 17.78%. Industrials at 6.44%. Technology is in a close second at 16.93% of the overall pie. Materials makes up 2.4%. Utilities at 4.01%. REITs and real estate makes up 5.9% of the portfolio. And ETFs is quickly gaining traction here at 13.02% and eventually will be the largest slice of the pie just by the nature of adding to VTI and SCHD every single week. Now over here to the right, you can see the sector's weight and the percentages that match the pie over here, as well as the dollar amount allocated to each sector in the total at the bottom. And here it is, the overall portfolio. Again, I show this every week. I think it's important for those of us in this space talking about investing to show our portfolios so that you can see that we are not just talking about it. It is actually something we are doing along with you. If you are investing in the market, I want you to be able to see a real portfolio built out over time so you can see the ups and downs of owning individual positions as well as the ETFs that I have chosen here. You may have different positions, you may have different ETFs, but your portfolios will have similar ups and downs as well. You'll have positions that go into the red. You'll have positions that run up. It's not a reason to sell just because something's run up. It's not a reason to sell just because something's in the red. It's also not a reason to buy just because something's in the red or something has run up. There are fundamentals of the company that differ from the stock price, and sometimes those get disconnected. And in my opinion, it's waiting for those times that the stock price has dropped for unrealistic reasons and disconnected from the fundamentals of the company. Good company still, but the price is cheap. That's whenever I'm looking to buy. All right. So as you can see here, this is all of the positions in the portfolio in this column, total shares owned. And again, this will all be as of the close of business on Monday around 8 p.m. whenever we got in. We got in pretty late after I unloaded the truck there, the car. And then we went in and did our update. So not Friday or Saturday whenever we typically, but as of Monday. So these will be actually very recent updates. If the market's open by the time this gets out, maybe it's not completely updated, but as of Monday evening, this will be pretty updated. Current price of each individual share here, market value here, average share price in this column, purchase price. This does include reinvested dividends, total return, whether I'm up or down, I'm going to show you, and how much I'm up and down, I'm going to show you. So you can see if it's in the red, that means I'm down. Percent return here, same thing. You're going to see it. If it's in the green, that means I'm up. If it's in the red, that means I'm down. What sector each position falls in, whether they're a quarterly, monthly, semi-annual payer. You can see those that have raised their dividends already are highlighted in yellow here. Actually, I think I missed, when I was reading late last night before I went to bed, I think I missed Union Pacific. update. They did update their dividend last week, so this will come in this week's portfolio update, which will be back again on Sunday. So technically this did happen last week, but I did not get that one in. So you'll see that updated next week. I'll have to check and see if anyone else or any other companies updated their dividends as well or increased their dividends. But Union Pacific, I know I did read last night that they updated their or raised their dividend. I think about around 3%. Again, quarterly, monthly, semi-annual payer. Current dividend yield, my yield on cost portfolio weighting here. I do have a rule in the portfolio. I do not want any one position to be more than 10% of the portfolio. I do not want any one sector to be more than 20 to 25% of the portfolio. I don't believe we really have anything close. 7% is the largest piece of the pie here at LRCX. Lamb Research, is that correct? 7.16, yeah, 6.79, 6.86. VTI is in second place there with, it looks like Google in third. Estimated annual income in this column, payout months here, dividend growth year over year in this column. I do update this as they raise their dividends or cut their dividends if that happens. So Union Pacific will get that update here. Their last raise was around 3%. I believe their current raise was around the same. So we'll get that update in this Sunday's update whenever we push that out. And where the company sits at 15% of a 52-week low, I like to keep my average share price below 15% of 52-week low. So this is a high water mark for where I want my average cost per share. Total shares, 7,599.844 shares. Total market value, $387,279.62. My purchase price, what I have into it out of pocket, this does include reinvested dividends, $351,024.98. Total return, I am up $36,254.65 or 10.33%. I don't really focus on that because I say this every week. Unless I sell out of all these positions, I don't get to utilize this gain, right? I don't lock in this gain. Only when you sell do you lock in a gain or a loss. So it's nice to see that I'm up, but it is not my main focus, right? The dividends paid to me are my main focus, right? And the growth of them over time. Now, I did add this last week or the week before, really, the portfolio salary. So as you can see, currently the portfolio makes $1,117.10 per month. Per week, it breaks down to $257.79 per day, 365 days, $36.73. Or if I broke it down per hour, and this is 24 hours a day, 7 days a week, $1.53. Even when I'm sleeping, the portfolio is making money. Current yield of the portfolio, 3.463%. Yield on cost, 3.82%. And this is what I'm focused on. That's why it's circled over here in red. The dividends paid out by all the positions in the portfolio, and it continues to grow week over week, month over month, quarter over quarter, year over year as I add new capital, as the positions in the portfolio buy more dividends and those dividends get reinvested, and as they raise their dividends as well as Union Pacific did. And again, I'll get that update in this week's portfolio update. We'll see what their actual raise was. And the dividends paid out currently sits at $13,410.45. We will not be over $13,500 by the end of July, but we should be very close by the end of September. And I believe by the end of the year, we should be over $14,000 in dividends received. Dividend growth currently at 5.72%. And again, that does adjust as the companies in the portfolio adjust their dividends over time. All right, well, I know it was a quick one, folks, but I wanted to get you caught up with the most recent portfolio update since I didn't push this out Sunday, get this out to you, and we will be back on schedule this evening, which you again should see this on Tuesday morning. So we will start pushing out our daily stock pick of the day videos again on Tuesday evening. So we'll get caught back up. Good to be back. Hope everyone had a great week last week. It was a very good time with the family and some friends of ours. Nice to disconnect every now and again, recharge a little bit, get away from everything, and have some fun with some friends. And that's exactly what we did. I hope everyone out there gets some time to do the same. And it was nice to be gone, but we are back, and we'll get rolling again. So we'll see you in our video this evening. Again, we'll have our Stock Pick of the Day video series started back up on Tuesday afternoon. So see you then. All right, as always, appreciate you stopping by. If you haven't done so already, don't forget to show me some love. Hit that thumbs up, ring the notification bell. Most importantly, subscribe to the channel. Join us on this journey to financial freedom. Join the vested interest community. Drop a comment down below. Let me know what you think of the video. Let me know what is going on in your portfolio. How are you doing? Seems like there's been a little bit of a pullback since the most recent run up, but still hovering close to all-time highs overall. The market is anyway. I know there's some positions that are still pulled back and showing some weakness, and that's just the way the market is. There always is, but overall the market has really rebounded. Now, I do personally read and respond to the comments. I'm always interested to read your questions, opinions, or suggestions for future topics. So like I said, let me know what's going on with your portfolio. What dividends did you receive last week? Did you run any options? How did that go for you? Did you have any new positions added to the portfolio, or did you sell anything? Would love to hear from you. And this is Shane signing off, wishing peace and prosperity to you and yours. And remember, financial security comes to those who take a vested interest. Hey, thanks for stopping by. Thanks for tuning in. Hope you have a great week, and we will see you in the next one. I'm not a financial advisor. Nothing in this presentation should be considered financial advice. I'm only sharing my opinion and investing journey for educational and entertainment purposes. Investing involves risk. You can't lose money. You should never invest any amount you're not comfortable losing. Always do your own research. Invest based on your situation, circumstances, and select criteria, or seek the advice and counsel of a certified financial advisor.